Hey YouTube, I am back with a new video, and what you see in front of you today is the new to me. This came out a little bit ago, not too much, but a little bit ago. This is the Zenless Zone Zero controller by GameSir. It is the G7 Pro wireless controller for Xbox PC and mobile. So a little bit of a story with this here, so hang tight with me. So I bought this controller from Amazon initially. It's $130 on Amazon. I'm a controller head, so I'm always looking for the newest, latest, and greatest controller to get whatever advantage I can in whatever games I'm playing. So this one, it was recommended by quite a few people in the Xbox Facebook chat. And the controller that I use is the BFG Pro Reloaded, this one here. And the reason I like this one so much is because it has a fighter pad here where I can remove this whole area and it'll give me 6 buttons here. So all I have to do is unscrew it. It comes with the tools. I can unscrew this section and I can remove it. I have 6 buttons here, and then I can swap this to be where the analog stick will be down here like PlayStation, or keep it off-center like how Xbox is. Very light, very comfortable controller, and I do like this controller a lot. But I was in that group, and someone had asked, what's the best controller for Xbox, outside of the Elite or an Xbox controller. And this is the one I named because I love this controller. I said, hey, definitely the Victrix BFG Reloaded, phenomenal controller. I absolutely love it. And you would too. But while I was looking at those comments, I seen the GameSir G7 Pro mentioned multiple times, many times. And not many people had even mentioned the Victrix, maybe a couple. So I said, what am I missing here? So I invested in this controller. Now, initially I bought this controller from Amazon, and I had some issues with the delivery. So when I ordered this, I wanted to get some octane booster for my truck, because here in Cleveland, the gas stations I go to, the gas isn't always the best, and you can kind of notice it in throttle response on the car. So let me get some octane booster too. So I ordered this controller with octane booster. It shipped out 2 days before, or a day before it was supposed to be delivered. I got an email from Amazon, and I'll put it right up here, that, excuse me, the octane booster was undeliverable and they had refunded me. So I said, hey, no problem. I'll just go up to AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts and pick some up. Not a problem. I just thought because I'm getting a controller delivered, might as well get that too delivered. Not knowing that that octane booster was in the same box as the controller, and it burst all over the actual box and controller. Now I'll put some pictures up here so you can see what that box looked like or whatnot. So instead of just canceling the whole order and saying, hey, here's your money back, you can reorder it, this is what happened, they decided to deliver it. I open up the box. The whole entire box smells like fuel. I'm like, yo, what the heck? Box is soaking wet, everything. So I was like, what the heck, whatever. So I went to Twitter, or X, now that you call it, and I put what happened, and I tagged Amazon and Amazon customer service in it. Not even 2 minutes later, they respond. They send me a link. They said, please click on this link so we can get you into contact with the customer service representative. So I clicked that link, and all I got to say is they took care of everything. When I say Amazon went above and beyond to take care of this, they did, because they knew they messed up, and they knew that for the most part, I had a controller that had been contaminated with fuel, and there's nothing they can do to the controller. So what they did was, the young lady that helped me, she ordered a new controller, which I got 2 days later, which is today. She refunded me my money, and she told me to throw out the other controller. Don't even have to return it. Just get rid of it. We can't resell it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry that you got fuel all over your hands. And we just really apologize. So everything worked its way out. So I just wanted to give you guys that quick story on this particular controller. Super happy to have it, but that's what happened, and that's why it took me a little longer to do the unboxing for it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is a pretty hefty box, and it looks like it's going to be pretty nice unboxing. So this game, it's a sponsored controller by this game. If you've never played it, I actually did download it and play it, and it actually is pretty fun. It is a free-to-play game, so I would definitely go and check it out. So it says Zenless Zone 0 right there in the front. Great player, undefeated by Hollows down here at the bottom. Here on the side, it just gives you, what is this? Some instructions in different languages. It says for Xbox XS, Xbox One, Windows 10 or 11, and or Android. So it works for just about everything. Here on the back, shows you the controller itself. Really nice looking controller. And then on this side here, just more information, product information or whatnot. All right, so let's go ahead and get this tape cut off and get this opened up. So we got some little tape. Actually, we don't have to cut that off. Some easy pull tabs, which I do like. So thank you. Up, almost ripped the box. There we go. All right, top of should come right up, and it does. All right, put this to the side. All right, so when you take that top off, you are greeted with this tray system. And down here it says great controller, great player controller down here, great player in the accessories, then great player in card and manual. So let's go ahead and check out the first one here. I'm actually going to bring you guys down a little bit. So there we go. And all right. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and pull this first tray out. Let's see what we have here. There we go. So first thing over on the left side, looks like some type of keychain. Put that up there. And yes, it looks like a keychain, pretty dope. Let's pull this out real quick. Awesome. Pretty hefty there. I like that. So if you're a fan of the game, you get that right there. You can put this on your keys. A little too heavy for my keys, and then I wouldn't want this to be dangling all the time, so I'll just keep that inside the box. Pretty dope that they give that to you. I mean, honestly, it's pretty dope they give you anything outside of the normal accessories for a controller. I think that's pretty sweet. So let's put this back in here. And then over here, what do we have? Some instructions. And this controller also comes with 1 month free of Game Pass Ultimate. So that on top of this being $130, you're getting a $30 benefit of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with the controller too. So I think that's pretty awesome too. So here is the GameSir right there. What does it say in here? Just how to get to their social media stuff. Awesome. Then you have the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate 1 month. Right there, pretty dope. And Zenless Zone 0 plus GameSir G7 collaboration in-game item pack. Also, you get in-game items right there. You scratch that off. You get a GameSir sticker, pretty nice sticker. And then you get your G7 wireless, Pro wireless instruction booklet there. All right, cool. So all of that is on the top first one. So that says game card and manual. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Great, so far, great unboxing experience. Let's pop that back over there. So let's close this drawer. The next drawer is going to be great player and accessories. So this should be all the accessories. All right, so in this drawer, you get face plates for the controller, extra face plates, pretty dope. And these go on the side of the controller. 2 extra thumbsticks, 2 extra D-pads, your wireless dongle for the controller. Then looks like you get analog stick covers. Excuse me. Yep, analog stick covers. And then in this box, let's see here. You get the USB cable. Awesome. Pretty long cable. It comes in there. So that is the accessory section. And I can't wait to check out this controller. So let's put that back in there. I'm going to leave that one out for right now. Well, we'll pop it back in there for a moment. And then lastly, down here is your controller drawer. And in here, you get your controller with a case. Anything else in there? Nope. So let me close that up. And let's look at this controller. So that is the case right there. It has the Zenless Zone Zero emblem right there in the top. It's like a soft touch case. Feels really good. It says GameSir right here. And then it looks like you can charge your controller through the case. Really dope. Nice. It says GameSir on the tabs. You have a nice little lanyard right here on the side. Let's go ahead and pop this open. And as soon as you open it up, you are greeted with the controller itself. Pretty nice. You have a little mesh compartment up here where you can put your cable, a little zipper right there. Excuse me. Then pull the controller out. This is the stand. Pretty dope right there. And then it looks like you have a whole bunch more analog sticks down here. That's dope. You have concave and domed, a smaller dome, analog sticks inside the case. I like that. And then here is the charging dock. Put the charging cable here to charge your controller. The controller will sit right on here like that. Awesome. Pretty nice. And there is a door down here. All right. So it looks like you can put the USB dongle right here in the bottom. So instead of just having your, what other controller did that? There was another controller I saw that did that. You can put the USB dongle in here, plug the cable on the back of here, and then plug it into your Xbox. So it's always charging and always synced. So that's dope. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'll put the dongle right here and then plug the cable into my Xbox. So it's charged and synced all the time. That's dope. I like that. So there we go. So now let's look at this controller. So let's see, how do these faceplates come off? Oh, they just lift up. So you can just pull the faceplates off. Awesome. Are they hard to, no, they're not hard to come off. Just you gotta get down in the groove and just pull up and they come right off. That's how it looks without the faceplate. Your analog stick domes down here are see-through, which is really nice. The sweet thing about this controller, they are TRM, so you don't have to worry about that stick drift, which is really nice. And then, oh wow, the D-pad has like clickiness to it. I like that. Oh, the buttons, micro switches. So the D-pad has micro switches in it, and the buttons have micro switches in it. This is dope because the last controller that I had, the D-pad that had micro switches in it, was my Neo Geo CD controllers. The originals had micro switches in it, which made those controllers really, really nice. So let's pull this accessory part out and try this faceplate real quick. And then let me check on this D-pad. How does this come off? Just pull straight up. Okay, cool. Just pull straight up. And you just push it straight back down. Okay, cool. And then let's go ahead and pop this on. Just goes right on there. I like that they give you these little accessories. This is pretty sweet. Oh, you just attach pretty easily too. And nice. That's how it looks with the all clear one on there. Really nice touch. Dope. So on the front, you have a mode button here at the bottom, your share button for Xbox, Xbox button, your menu, and then basically start and select buttons there. Here on the top, you have your L and R, LT, RT, and then L5, R5. So these are extra buttons here. That's pretty dope. You have your USB-C there. Nice. Down here at the bottom, you have your microphone button. I'm not sure what this one is. Maybe a sync button. And then you also have 3.5mm jack. On the back here, it's built-in battery, so you don't have any battery compartment. And then you have a switch for USB or for Bluetooth. So if you want to use this for Android or any Bluetooth device, you just flip that switch and turn it over to Bluetooth. And then you have your back paddles there. Pretty dope. You can lock these back paddles with these switches here at the bottom. These are your charging connectors. And then up here would be your trigger stops. So let's see here. We put it all the way over. That's rapid fire. It doesn't go all the way down. Bam. And then you have a middle option, I think. No, not really. So then you got full go for your racing games. There you go. And then switch it over. You have your, if you're doing shooters or whatnot, quick triggers right there. That's pretty dope. So this controller is nice. It feels like it's smaller than my other controllers. Not really. Not really. I think they're all the same. I just have big hands. So it does feel a little bit smaller than this one. I'd say, yeah, it is. It's a little bit smaller, but I'm okay with that. I, for sure, like the micro switch buttons and the micro switch D-pad, which is really nice. I'm going to take this one out. Let's take this cover off. Let's pull this one out. I'm going to go with this one here. Yeah, I like that one. Let's go with this black one. There we go. Now, black one's semi-see-through also, right over here. So I'm going to keep the black with the white right there. That's pretty dope. I like that. So let's go ahead and put this back in here. So this controller is going to be my new everyday use controller. So I cannot wait to try it out. Been looking forward to it. And like I said, it came highly recommended in the Xbox Facebook group that I'm in. It has like 200,000 people in that group. And that's all people were talking about was this controller. So I said, let me go ahead and get it. Let me try it out. So there you go, guys. That is a quick unboxing. This is the Zenless Zone Zero edition of the GameSir G7 Pro. I am super happy to get it, and I can't wait to try it. I already feel like this is going to be my everyday controller. And then I'll switch over to this one when I go to fighting games. But this one, I can tell, yeah, it's going to be my everyday controller to use when I'm playing the games. Put it on that dock right there. Fits really nice. Bam. Just like that. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this quick unboxing of the Zenless Zone Zero GameSir G7 Pro, go ahead and drop a like. I would really appreciate that. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe key. It will notify you when I do any new videos and let you know to come over and watch them. I appreciate you guys. Check you on the next one. Peace.